Humans have significantly contributed to the degradation of our world and the loss of many animal species. But some humans are always on the lookout to help an animal in need. Have you ever seen a stranded humpback whale being rescued on a beach? What about a zebra caught in a snare? Keep watching the most inspiring animal rescues that will melt your hearts. Number 9. Humpback whales trapped. A Sea Shepherd crew saved a humpback whale stuck in an illegal Tataboa fishing net in the Gulf of California. Fortunately, these people are always on the lookout for imprisoned creatures to save. Sea Shepherd has 2 ships in the Gulf. Whale rescues are rarely successful. Too often, the cause of the stranding is unknown. The animal's organs have been irreparably injured, the tides aren't cooperating, or the animal continues re-beaching itself. This was a one-of-a-kind rescue. The rescuers formed a plan with their Namibian Dolphin Project colleagues and other tour operators to drive out with the appropriate equipment and do everything they could to bring the whale back into the water. After more than 4 hours, they were rewarded with the most beautiful sight possible. The whale began thrashing its tail, and a few minutes later, it disappeared into the deep water. Number 8. Turtle rescues. After this turtle completed depositing her eggs, researchers discovered a large fishhook jammed in her jaw as seen in this video. It was decided that attempting to remove it would be the best line of action. With the help of Earthwatch volunteers, the biology team was able to remove the hook, and the sea turtle was able to return to the water. This turtle is entangled in a net in this video, to the point where part of the net is within her mouth. The rescue team takes care of everything and releases the turtle into the water. Before we go on, like this video, pop the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell right now, or the ghost in your closet will manifest itself tonight. Number 7. Sea lion freed from garbage. A team of veterinary experts spent a day on Vancouver Island's west coast, looking for entangled sea lions in this video. On this day, they came upon 9 entwined sea lions. They were able to disentangle 2 California sea lions after sedating them and cutting the plastic fish packing straps around their necks. Number 6. Zebra saved from poachers' snares. When a zebra is found entangled in a snare left by poachers, it is freed. The zebra is young and in poor condition, but the rescuers are able to cut it loose and it stands up and walks away. The next rescue is amazing. This zebra fell into a sinkhole and became immersed, but the researchers were able to take it out and preserve its life. That's one tough zebra you've got there. Zebras were discovered with wire snares around their necks. When entangled in a poacher's snare, most wild animals perish, but these 2 young zebra stallions fought back and managed to escape. We can only speculate about how many other poor wild animals do not have the same luck as these zebras. Another fantastic example of the daily rescues performed in the bush by these amazing folks is the successful immobilization of 2 snared zebras from the same herd on the same afternoon. Number 5. Chimp out after 40 years. Former research chimps who have spent their entire lives in cages got their first taste of an outdoor forest habitat at the Project Chimp shelter. 6 males and 9 females were released at separate times to freely explore a 6-acre woodland area in North Georgia's Blue Ridge Mountains, all of whom had previously been used in biological research in laboratories. These chimps must have been overjoyed at their newfound freedom. You can tell by the way they run and enjoy themselves in the place. They can now socialize in a public setting without fear of being tormented or tested. I'm ecstatic for these guys. Number 4. Humpty the hippo. The little hippo calf was first spotted from the air, trapped in a drying pond within Kenya's vast Kiunga forest, which lies between Lamu's old city and the Somalia border on the north coast. The orphaned newborn hippo has been checked for several days to ensure that it was truly orphaned. In the drying mud hole, it was clearly engulfed in muck and surrounded by fluttering catfish, and it was obvious that it would die if it was not saved. Capturing the elk was challenging in the knee-deep mud, but it wasn't long before it was tamed and rolled into the canvas stretcher that it used to rescue orphaned elephant calves. On the way back to Kiunga airstrip, the small hippo was covered in a blanket and soaked with water to keep it wet. The juvenile hippo was carefully unwrapped and placed on wobbly feet before being hosed down to remove a layer of crust and dirt off its blistered and burnt skin. The calf was given rehydration fluids and milk from a bottle because it was clearly dehydrated. Humpty has nostrils and a valve in her throat that closes automatically to prevent water from entering her lungs, so she only drinks when she feels like it, which made her first few days difficult, but she now adores her milk and is eager to feed. With her keeper by her side, she spends her days in the pool or taking the sun on the beach. Humpty's death was reported in 2017. Dr. Pagan, a Kenya Wildlife Service veterinary officer, treated her, but she died unexpectedly later. Unfortunately, an examination revealed that little Humpty could have been saved because her intestines were significantly twisted, the cause of which is unknown. Number 3. Lion with cancer. Cameron is a lion who was raised with a hybridized tiger named Zabu and has to battle with a disease exactly like people do. Cameron got increasingly attached to Zabu over time, refusing to let caretakers clean or feed him near the enclosure. They only had two options because of Cameron's behaviors were testosterone driven: keep him isolated from Zabu for the remainder of his life or neuter him. Cameron was neutered, and it was a straightforward decision. He lost his mane as a result a few months later. He did not appear to be upset by it though. Cameron's disposition changed considerably, and he appears to be a lot more at ease in the hot Florida summers now that he isn't wearing the extra 15 pounds of fur around his neck. He's also a lot more entertaining now that he's not worried about what's going on in his enclosure. The two were separated for almost 10 days when Cameron needed surgery, and they were overjoyed when they were reunited. Unfortunately, at the age of 18 years old, Cameron was cruelly euthanized. His necropsy confirmed he had liver cancer, and samples were sent for testing. Zabu slept in her hammock through the events, but she was given special attention to ensure she acclimated to the change. Number 2. Elephant saved from deadly snare. Elephants are frequently caught in snares set by poachers. Gordon Buchanan and his team must save an elephant from being killed by poachers after being trapped in a snare. Gordon believes that the world's most dangerous creatures exist solely because of human behavior. The unfortunate elephant's ankle has been sliced open. I'm hoping that the veterinarians will be able to get this elephant up and walking again. The following video shows another sad elephant who has been seriously damaged by a snare. The wound is cleaned and closed by the rangers and veterinarians. The elephant may be seen wandering away from the camera. I'm hoping he'll be fine. The Sheldrick Wildlife Trust was founded in 1977 and runs the world's most effective orphan elephant rescue and rehabilitation program, rescuing and hand-rearing orphaned elephants and other animals who have lost their mothers due to human activities, including elephants trapped in snares like the one in this video. Snares are a terrible threat to animals, as we are often reminded. Poachers use these basic loops made of wire, cable, rope, or nylon to snare any unwary creature that enters their path. On the afternoon of March 6, 2021, someone alerted the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust to the incidents. The scared elephant's family lingered nearby, but a rope snare had been tied to a securely implanted spike, binding the calf to the spot and forecasting impending disaster if they didn't act fast. The fact that the rescue attempt was taking place along a remote stretch of the Tana River made things considerably more difficult. The Wildlife Trust Air Wing is prepared for such situations. Thus, Dr. Pagan of their mobile veterinary unit was dispatched to the rescue. Number 1. Mountain lion. This video is both joyful and depressing. After 20 years, Mufasa, the last wild animal in a Peruvian circus, is freed from his chains and walks free. After Peru banned wild animals in circuses, most circuses disobeyed the law. The animals were hunted down and removed one by ADI. After a violent standoff in which riot police were called, the last circus was besieged, and Mufasa was released from his shackles. After his ordeal, Mufasa was unable to be put back into the wild, so ADI built a cage for him in his natural habitat in the Peruvian forest. Here, he was cared for the rest of his life in a setting that was as close as possible to nature's original design. Mufasa died in December 2015, barely a few months after the country gained independence. His life in the circus, where he was chained to the back of a pickup truck, had taken a toll on his health, and he was suffering from kidney failure and other age-related illnesses. We're sorry he didn't get to spend more time in his native environments, but the true tragedy would have been if he was never given the chance. We've seen a variety of animal rescues, and I don't have a favorite for this countdown, because they were all incredible. This countdown is dedicated to all the rescuers that cared about our wildlife. If you have a favorite one, please share it in the comment section below. That concludes our list of 10 most inspiring animal rescues that will melt your hearts. Please leave us a like and let us know what you think in the comments if you appreciate this video. Check out our other videos and join the fun by subscribing. To see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded, click the notification icon. For the time being, that's all there is to it.